minute since I've been on YouTube. How do you? Okay, what's the highlight? Save highlight. Okay, got it. And then, what's up, y'all? What's up? Hi, greetings. Just testing out the live feature on here. I got some plans. Probably help me get my YouTube up and going too better. Testing the live, testing the quality of video and the where to look at the camera to make it look like I'm looking at y'all. Like, trying to see, testing it out, just testing it. Greetings, greetings, greetings. How's everybody doing? I just wanted to test it. I'm out here on my patio. I should. This is so funky because like I wish there was a camera right here. Well, y'all can't see that, but more like right here. But it's over there. So me looking over there has me looking right here. Strange, strange. I tell you, strange. So let me tell y'all what's up real quick. So there's a reason why I've been so silent. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really, I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't really like hiding or nothing like that. Just wasn't really focused on working more in the building stages and how I really want things to work. Because if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, then you know I do like the live rituals and things like that. But I really want to put a lot more focus. I'm still gonna be doing the live rituals, but I really want to put a lot more focus on the classes. Okay. I have so much that I have to teach, but there's also so much more that I have to build. There's so much more that I have to do. There's so much more that I have to implement. Now let's see what happens if I turn my phone to the side like this. The orientation's locked. That's crazy. Okay. Greetings, beloved. Greetings. So what I'm gonna do, because of course my classes ain't gonna be free, but they're not gonna be like crazy expensive either. I decided that I can use YouTube as a platform to promote to have the classes hosted on. You know what I'm saying? It's some of them might be live, some of them might not be. You know, for the most part they won't be though, because I want to pre-record them where there's no interaction, and then those that sign up for the classes, excuse me, can interact and things like that. I'm gonna start doing private lives because I know that not everybody is supposed to be a part of the knowledge and wisdom that I'm putting forth. I have to, and this is to anybody that's watching right now that's thinking about teaching or you want to, heal the collective and things like that. A lot of the knowledge that you bring forth into this world isn't for everybody. And once you understand that, you'll learn how to cater to it properly and properly nurture the energy that you're bringing forth. And that's part of what I want to do with this. And of course, I got the new mantras coming. I'm trying to get it cracking on YouTube. Like I got it cracking on TikTok and like I got it cracking on Instagram. Like I'm trying to get everything up, get the numbers up so we can get the shmoney up, because there's more plans. I told y'all, if y'all been rocking with me for a while, there's Orun Technologies. I'm creating things to help you all train your abilities. There's so much that I need to bring forth, but I also have to raise the capital to do so. So I guess in a sense, the businessman in me is awakened fully because I used to avoid making money because I didn't care about it. I used to say the same thing that a lot of so-called woke folks say now. That's why I trip on them when they say it. But you know what I'm saying? They like to say, "Oh well, money is an illusion, this, that, and the fourth." I understand it's a resource now, and I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. And I've been understood that. I just wasn't walking in that activation. I was avoiding it because I just felt weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like I'm begging nobody for nothing, which is why I'm gonna work for everything I got. You feel me? But like I was sitting there thinking about it. I was thinking about my plans, right? I was thinking about me wanting to buy land and own land all over the world, every state all over the world. Sounds like a grand thing, right? But it's serious because I want us to have, I don't even know if I want to call them camps, but homesteads, different locations of homesteads where you can go and you can reset. You know what I'm saying? For some people that I'm choosing to bless, and I already have a few in mind, and they just don't know it yet, and they will know it when that time comes. I already have a few in mind. Like I want to bless them with land, I want to bless them. Hola, I want to bless them with that house. You know what I'm saying? On that plot of land and all that kind of stuff. Have the well dug, the solar panels. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, I want to be able to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But every time I think about the plan, it all points to money. You know what I'm saying? It points to money because I swear, if y'all just started rocking with me last year and the end of the year before that, then you have not even begun to understand how long I've been making this plan and how many times I've asked beings to, help me out, send in donations or investments. If you have land and you don't want it, sign it over to me, this, that, and the fourth. You know what I'm saying? I did that a long time ago, but to me, excuse my French, that shit feels like begging. That shit feels like begging. And so I don't want to beg. I ain't no beggar. Like, I'm gonna go hard for it. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as consciousness goes, I had to break that poverty mindset where I thought making money was bad while I'm watching other people make money who are barely helping people. Like, I just be sitting there thinking to myself, like, God, like why am I so afraid to make money when I know millionaires? You know what I'm saying? And what's creepy is you would think, okay, he knows millionaires. Why can't he find an investor? Because I ain't never met cheaper people in my life. Penny pinching up. I ain't never met the most penny pinching motherfuckers in my life until you meet millionaires. And there's a reason why they're like that. Because usually when you're climbing higher into your resources, you get into your bag, you getting your money up. Some of y'all got a few thousand coming. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got money coming, bro, and you gonna give half of it away. This is why wealthy people are cheapskates because they spent the majority of their life giving their abundance away. So me, I'd rather take the abundance that I'm about to earn and apply it to some things that can help people build themselves. Because in some of these off-grid homesteads, I want to have 7 to 8 tiny houses, maybe something like that, right? I want to have 7 to 8 tiny houses where 7 to 8 people or a group or a coven, for some of y'all that are into that, can go and you can actually spend 3 to 6 months developing your craft, developing your magic, making your content, because y'all know the money is on the internet. The money is right here. It's right here. We just be afraid to go forward. You know what I'm saying? When and it sucks that I'm about to say this, but we got to give thanks to COVID. Keeping your ass in the house made you think about your hustle a little bit more. Keeping your ass in the house made you think about what you're supposed to be doing with your life a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing in disguise. Sucked. Yes, a lot of lives lost. Yes, but the awakening within you is what mattered the most. You know what I'm saying? And how we treat one another and how we build upon the things that we desire and how we build with one another. And it's always been my plan and my idea to get people out of what y'all call the matrix and get them into their own plot of land. No, I'm not about to have y'all asses living in tents in the jungle somewhere. That's not my thing, y'all know. That's not my thing. I'm bougie. I'm from the city and I want to live that city life or city style off the grid. I want the homes to be nice. I want the land to be plush. I want there to be things on the land for you to develop and train yourself. I want your children to grow up in a society where freedom and individuality come first. That's what I truly desire. I want them to have the kind of life that they don't have to be ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? I don't want another generation of children coming up talking about starting their careers out and then they test their whole testimony sound just like my testimony and my testimony sounds like my parents' testimony and their testimony sound like their parents' testimony. It's the same testimony over and over and over again, but nobody's conquering that lane. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's conquering that thing. You know what I'm talking about? And I know y'all can relate. The same testimony. I came up hard. We never knew where we was gonna live at. We never had food. We was always late on bills. Mommy and daddy struggle, and they put a strain on their marriage. And now they're not together no more. They argued and bickered about. I'm tired of money being the thing that kills the love and the creativity inside of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of that, bro. I'm so tired of that. Like, I want to raise societies, and we can have societies because I know a lot of y'all be thinking, well, I want to be free. You're not really out the matrix if you living on land and the American government has control of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what the hell y'all really talking about because to me, freedom is the ability to wake up and do whatever the hell I want to do, how I want to do it, whenever I want to do it. And the American government is not tripping about you having some land, bro. And if that's the way it's got to be for now, that's the way it's got to be for now. And for my Moorish beings that are watching right now, I got a plan for that too, to circumvent that system and come back and take the land back. But we can't get there until people lose the fear of living on land. Like I said, you're not going to be living in tents. You're gonna be living in luxury. It ain't gonna feel no different than the city. The only difference is gonna be the distance from everybody else. The problem is the distance. You live too close to other beings. That's why you share consciousness with them. If you live in an apartment, you are developing right now what I call apartment consciousness. You manifest for yourself and your neighbors, because ain't no way in hell you don't get a little energy from the same walls that you touching that they touching. You know what I'm saying? All of these things, in order to develop a new life for ourselves, we're going to have to separate ourselves. Like, biblically speaking, we're going to have to come out from among them. It's okay to, you know, be in the world, but not be a part of the world. You know what I'm saying? We live here. This is where these suits are. You know what I'm saying? This is where we exist at. So I mean, why not? I kept telling myself, because I live in Dallas right now. Y'all know where I'm at. If you don't know, that's where I'm at, Dallas, Texas. My lease is up in August. I keep telling myself, all right, cool, screw it. The next thing I'm gonna do is move into a house, because y'all know how much I love magic. And sometimes when you're doing magic, you gotta make noise, because the vibration of noise itself, you know what I'm saying, will carry your energy further into the atmosphere than anything else. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, I'm gonna go into a house, because then I can do my rituals how I want to. I can light my candles. If the house do get smoked out from all the herbs and stuff that I'm using, ain't nobody complaining. Ain't no neighbor smelling it. I can smoke my weed if I want to. Ain't nobody complaining. I can live my life free, because I'm only trying to work my mission while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I kept saying, man, I'm gonna move into a house. But the truth is, I know for a fact when I get into that house, because I know I could get it if that's what I said I wanted. I know for a fact when I get in that house, I'm not gonna be satisfied. I know for a fact. Like, I know that for a fact. I know it for a fact when I come outside and I'm dancing to my shamanic music, and I got my full dress on. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole team going, and I'm out there and I'm dancing and I'm shaking my bells and I'm doing my thing. I know for a fact it's gonna be a hater watching, and a hater, it energetically speaking, ain't nothing but somebody that's in your business that don't like your business, because it don't look like their business. So next thing you know, they watching you and they sending spells. Now we got to do a whole nother layer of defense to make sure you don't put nothing on my house that'll attract the wrong energy. I just don't have time for that no more, bro. At 30, because I'm about to be 33 years old next month in my Christ year, bro. I'm about to move on to my next level, bro. I can't wait no more. Said I want to smoke with you, don't want no smoke with you. I say, like, it's time, bro. It's time that we stop making excuses. This is what I'm saying. It's time that we stop making excuses. I know the main reason some of y'all think about moving off the grid is money. You be thinking to yourself, oh, damn, it would be great not to have to pay rent. So why are you not saving up right now? I heard them child tax credits on them taxes finna be bananas. I heard they finna be bananas. I heard y'all getting back like 5 for each child. I heard y'all get like 5, y'all getting like 5 back for each. Man, I wish I had some children, bro. I heard y'all getting like 5 back for each child. You know, you can go buy an acre of land. You know how big an acre of land is? If you don't know how big an acre is, you need to go look it up. This is the problem with y'all manifestations. Y'all don't ever go seek what it is that you're desiring. Me, I seek it 100%. An acre is pretty big, and it's a good starting point if you ain't got no land. If you ain't got no land, let me tell you how much an acre is, depending on where you get it at. Because a lot of y'all are afraid to live in certain places because you don't know how it's gonna feel in the atmosphere, but you don't even like the atmosphere you live in right now. So what's the issue? You got New Mexico. You got New Mexico. New Mexico. I can get an acre in New Mexico for $1,200. I can get 5 acres in Arizona for $5,000 if you really look it, because it ain't about the most beautiful land. It's developing the land that is into the most beautiful thing you can. You know what I'm saying? We all want to look for the most beautiful plot, the perfect place to build our home. But in building a home, you are the one that sets the foundation. You know what I'm saying? You can get 10 acres of land for $8,000. Y'all need to start looking it up. Y'all need to start looking it up, bro. We can do this. Y'all about to get them child tax credits or whatever the case may be. You keep saying, I don't want my family to have to struggle. Then take that first step into not applying the struggle to your children. And when your taxes come back, get you a plot of land. Even if you don't get to it right away, you still have it. We call it, from Vegas, I'm from Vegas, we call it a bug out. cabin. We call it bug out land. When when things start going crazy in the system of America or any country for that matter, or continent for that matter, when things start going crazy, you can just disappear off the grid and reset yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you look for a travel trailer. And if y'all don't know, if for the environmentalists watching right now, the biggest issue in the world is not pollution, it's actually shipping containers. There's too many shipping containers and not enough shit in them where they're stored. So there's boats of shipping containers all on the water. We care about nature, but only so much, right? So why not buy the shipping container? Why not get you a big ass shipping container or two shipping containers that's probably gonna run you 12 to 3,500 a piece, and then boom, you break them walls down and build you a home out of shipping containers. There's so many different things you can do for the people that love that nature feel. You can build earth bag homes. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gotta be like you see online where these motherfuckers living in huts. We don't gotta live like that. We moved past that society so long ago. So what's the issue? The issue is the fear of not having the same luxuries that you have now. But if you have your own well, if you have your own electricity and all this kind of shit, then you can live exactly how you've been living. Y'all don't think you can get internet off the grid? I spent the week in New Mexico helping a lady finish building her house. We ain't finished because it was terrible. But like I stayed there. She had internet. I mean, it wasn't fast, but that was on her because she was a cheapskate. Like it wasn't fast, but you paying hella bills right now that you feel like you can't afford. What Spirit is really telling y'all to do this time is leap. You've been scared to leap. What you scared to leap for when you've already been caught? They've already caught you because you've already made the leap. That's why your heart is yearning for it. And I guess in a sense, for those that like really fuck with me, like really walk with me, and I encourage them and I help them, I want to be an inspiration for their life, man. I want to let them know that they can do it because I'm wild enough to do it. That's how my black ass ended up in Costa Rica in 2017. That was my first time ever on an airplane, bro. Y'all don't understand. I'm a Vegas boy. All I did was stay in the city. When I was coming up in the city, all I ever said was, I ain't gonna never leave this city. This city is where I'm from. I love this city. I'm a own part of this city one day. Blase, blase. And then out of nowhere, I felt this inkling to just go. I said, bro, it's time to go. And so through the blessings of the squad, my spirit squad, I got my passport and my ticket to Costa Rica was paid for. When I got there, I started hustling. Like I was like, bro, this is amazing. This is crazy that I've done this, but I always come back home. I always come back to the soil I was born on because we shy away from America because we think it's not beautiful, but none of us have ventured out far enough to see just how beautiful it really is. You can get land everywhere in America, everywhere. California, if you live in California, you ain't got no plot of land in California, you slipping, especially if you're talking about big business. Marijuana is big business. If you live in a place where it's legal recreationally, like it is in Vegas and California and Oregon and things like that, then you buying a plot of land, I think it's 50 to 100 miles away from the dispensary. You can grow your own, not only to sell, but to actually create medicine. Growing hemp is a great thing to have more trees in the atmosphere because we keep talking about stop chopping all the trees down. They filter out this, that, and the fourth, and they're good for the environment and your oxygen, this, that, and the fourth. Right. But ain't none of us doing nothing to save the world. We just online talking about the shit. And I'm tired of talking about the shit. Like I want to do something about it. So I'm thinking, bro, like when my lease is up in August, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna make the leap. And I'll always figure out a way to do it. So ain't no stopping me from doing it. Like I'm gonna make the leap. Like screw it. I'm gonna show y'all that no matter how much fear you may have, it can be done. Because I promise you, for the people in here watching that just said that shit, because I just heard you telepathically, and I always hear you. I just be ignoring you because that shit is crazy in my head to hear like that. But for those of you who said it's not going to be that easy, I got kids, you tripping. That's the same shit you saying right now in your current situation. You tripping. What you really doing is making an excuse. Stop being a punk. Make that leap. And I say that to you with all love and righteousness and honor in my heart. Like, stop being a punk and make that leap because it's better than where you are. Oh my God, your children have ideas of what they want to do with their life. They want to work on music. They want to do art. They want to do architecture. They want to be a doctor one day. They want to be a lawyer one day. They want to do this. They want to do that. I promise you, more educated people would exist in this world if they had more peace to actually study the subjects that they're becoming masters of. So moving off the grid doesn't necessarily mean you're not connected to the world. You're just not a part of it anymore. You still connected. Some of y'all can buy land where there's city power at, which means you don't even need solar. I'm not talking about no carbon footprint. I'm not talking about none of that shit. What I'm talking about is getting to your freedom first. You can worry about saving the world later. Save your world first. We've been shown through the pandemic that your landlord, the places you stay, don't give a damn about you not having no money. Why would you want to live under a circumstance like that? They don't care about you losing your job to COVID. All they want to know is where the hell is my money, right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm tripping. Tell me I'm lying when I'm lying. All they wanted to know was where the hell is my money and why you ain't got it. Well, if you don't have it, this is how fucked up the system is now. Excuse my French as I talk like this, but I gotta start talking how I talk. Can't sugarcoat shit no more, bro. But the system is so fucked up that the government had to implement something to protect you from losing your home. That's the real stress inside of you. And I don't know if you've ever thought about it like that, but that's the real stress that lies within you. You don't own what you live inside of, which means that there's a possibility that it could be taken away from you. If the city of Dallas, Texas decides that they want to build something right here in these apartments where I live at, they will make us move and tear this shit down. We can fight it all we want to, but we don't own this. We don't own this. If the owner of these apartments sold all of these apartments, and the new owner came in and decided I want to knock off half the complex to build this on a, that's it for those. You do understand it can be taken from you. It can be taken from you. So when I'm thinking about mature choices, because instead of thinking only like a god, because we can be spiritual all day, we can go, I'm a god this, I'm a god that, I'm a goddess this, I'm a goddess that. I still have to think like a man because I'm in a body too. And I always think about that when it come down to my true mate and me having children in this world, or bringing children into this world, or raising children in this world. I always think, man, I don't want my children to grow up in the same circumstances I was in. I don't want them to have to be without power. I don't want them to not be able to go play outside because they don't look nice enough to go. I want them to be raised in a society where their freedom comes first and everything else comes second, because education starts within self, then it's external. That's why your kids suck at school right now, because the way that they learn is not being presented to them. I want to have these communities off the grid where we have educators, where we have doctors, like holistic doctors, holistic dentists. You know what I'm saying? Doulas, death doulas. Like, I want to do the whole shit. And everybody keeps talking about how this is their dream. But I happen to think that some people aren't prepared to lead the dream. They're supposed to build it under somebody else. And this somebody else might be me. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. We can't all be bosses, because if we was all bosses, who gonna run the business? You know what I'm talking about? Who gonna help work the dream? Some people like being helpers versus being the leader. And ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's just time for us to make this leap. Once I buy my first plot of land, I'm gonna be addicted. I'm gonna be hooked. I'm gonna be buying land everywhere, and you only pay land taxes until I come up with the plan to circumvent that system in order to take back the land, because a lot of us have native blood. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of us have that native blood. We are indigenous. We were here. We weren't brought here. We were here. And in order for us to take our land back, we first got to be on it. We can't just be sitting back watching them build bullshit on the land and then complain about the bullshit that's built on the. Did you try to stop it? No, I'm not telling you to go fight the people breaking ground in the construction trucks and shit. What I'm telling you is, if you're standing there, if you're in the way and you own that plot that they're trying to build on, you got two choices. You can think like an indigenous being and think, this is where I'm building my first temple. This is where I'm building my new bloodline. This is where my ancestors will exist. This is where we can coexist, this, that, and the fourth. Or you can think like a business minded person and say, I'm gonna hold on to this shit for the next 5 years because this city about to be booming. So what you once paid $1,000 for is now worth $600,000. Man, I'm telling you, in the city, in Vegas, when they built the Raider Stadium, you know, people was buying plots of land at least a quarter of a mile away from the stadium because they knew that's where the parking lot was gonna be. Bruh, bought a plot of land for $50,000. It's now worth $5 million because the Raiders need that space for the parking. They're gonna build that anyway. They gonna strong arm you. They're gonna bigger you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, for that shit. So get your coins. Get your coins. Get your coins, because a lot of y'all don't want to live off the grid. You don't want to homestead. You don't want to farm. You don't want to do any of that. You only want to reap the benefits of that, and that's fine. Do what you do, but get out the way of the ones trying to do it. That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna save this live. I'm gonna save this live. Get out the way of the ones doing it, bro. Because at the end of the day, you got two choices: evolve or die where you at. So yeah, trying to see how I can get a loan to buy a land in North Florida. That'd be lit. That'd be lit. That'd be lit. And this is what I always think, and this is what I've been saying for years. And I guess as I get older, physically, like the idea goes from being just the idea to an actual reality. But y'all know how y'all get online and y'all be tripping about seedless veg or seedless fruits and veggies and shit like that, right? Y'all get online and y'all complain about the quality of water, all of that kind of stuff. It's poisonous, this, that, and the fourth. Do you know if you own a plot of land and you control part of that resource, you control a part of that resource. Do y'all know what it would be like for me to drive over to your plot of land? I don't care if it was 2 states over, because it's how we used to do it. Now we need everything now, everything quick. And give it to me now, give it to me now, give it to me. If it take me 16 hours to get to you, that's fine, because the quality of product that I'm about to purchase from you is going to be better than what I could have got had I went to Kroger or Smith's or Walmart or like the little Mexican stores, although the Mexican stores are cracking with the fruits and the herbs and whatnot. Like, if we control the trade, if we control the trade, if I gotta come to you to get the best quality greens ever, the best seeds ever, heirloom seeds, if I gotta come to you to grab, we control that part of the world now. We control that system now. But our food is shipped over from so many different places. We don't know where the hell it's coming from. We don't know what it's been through on that trip. We don't know who grew it. We don't know what they grew it. We just put it in our bodies because we know food is a necessity. Water and liquids are a necessity. You know what I'm saying? But if we control that aspect of reality, then all of a sudden the money has to come to us. We have to stop running away from the business portion of it. We have to stop being so spiritual that we end up broke. I'm ready to do big business. I'm set to be a trillionaire in this world. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. There are moves that you can make in this world that will make moves for you. And that is the intent. So when y'all see me going hard on these videos and y'all see me promoting all my classes and things that I'm about to post and I'm about to have available for purchase online and my books and all that kind of stuff, don't think, man, he's greedy. Think, damn, he got a plan. Damn, he got a plan. Part of my problem with making money is that I hate just having money. I don't like looking at my bank account and be like, oh, $10,000. Sound like a lot to you. But if you only spending it on BS, it's not gonna elevate you. You're gonna regret the 10,000 you got. I like that shit to be moving. I like it to make moves and I like it to double back. You know what I'm saying? Once it's double back, then I can apply it to something else. I think we should start buying plots of land everywhere. Buying plots of land everywhere. If you on this live right now and you live in another country, buy plots of land everywhere in your country. Y'all want to know how to stand up to the man? You got to become the man. How you going to fight your enemy with love? You going to hug him or you going to say fuck him? My plan is to say fuck him. Because the truth is this: I'd rather die free than live a slave. Let me say that to you again. I'd rather die free than live a slave. This shit right here, I'm grateful for. This at 32 years old, this is my first apartment I've ever had in my whole life. And it felt good to my ego as a man because I was like, damn, like finally, you know what I'm saying? When women talk about, I don't want no broke ass man who ain't got his own, they ain't talking about me no more. You know what I'm saying? It felt good, but the longer I sat here, the longer I thought to myself, this ain't what I want. And y'all think that's being ungrateful. If the truth is, every gratitude that you give on the daily, you stretching out from the first day that you were given something to be grateful for. You really still on that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't being ungrateful. I love where I'm at in my life. I love what I'm doing. I love all the blessings that are coming in, but more are coming. And it's time to make them moves that to most normal eyes would look risky. It look risky to get some land and move off the grid, live in an RV for a couple months while you get your shit built. Like, what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it because I've lived on the streets. Much love to the chat. Love much. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for participating and chat and commenting, bro. Like, I don't give my YouTube enough attention, but it's time for me to start screaming again. And I call it screaming because I always tell people who are spiritualists, well, how do I get in contact with this? How do I unlock this, that, and the fourth? I tell them just start making noise. You want to get the gods' attention, start making noise. You want your ancestors to just start making noise. Throw a tantrum in the most righteous way. It's time, bro. It's time to make that move. And for the person that's so true, I was talking to my husband about investing on land this past month. Tell your husband the more land he invests in, the less money he gonna have to spend in the future. Tell him it's gonna be all money in, no money out when he's living off the grid. And the money that does go out will be to apply more beauty and wonder to the plot of land that he's living on. He'll be able to develop his businesses. A lot of y'all want to start your business, but you ain't got the funds, but you're not willing to make the leap to not have somebody draining your funds. Ain't you tired of working at the job you work? I'm telling you, the money is on the internet. It's on the internet. So people be like, the internet is so evil. The internet is the internet. This is why I'm believing oneness. Like, this is why I'm believing that shit. I don't push that shit because I look at how we're practicing a smaller version of oneness through the internet. Look how we treat one another. Y'all not ready for that shit. Let's build upon it how we supposed to build upon it. Let's get this land. Let's move these units. Let's grow these fruits and veggies that are beneficial for our body versus having to settle for the shit that's close to us because we can't get nowhere else or get it from anywhere else. That's why these other businesses taking over that sells fruit and veggies online because they claim to be more convenient and the vegetables and fruits are more fresh and all this shit, bro. Like, we are the ones that can control this shit. And I know people be like, well, you shouldn't want control. I think that's some bullshit. I think that's some bullshit. We should be in control of our realities because it's our realities. We have to live our life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do their ancestral work. You know what I'm saying? I work with my ancestors. Your ancestors ain't told you to go get a plot of land yet. Stop talking to them. Stop talking to them. They didn't have the ideas either. They didn't have the ideas when they were here either. They were servants instead of serving themselves. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be best if everybody found a plot of land and moved off the grid slowly but surely. If you can't make the leap, because I'm a leaper, if you can't make the leap, then do it slowly but surely. Buy your plot of land, then save up for your travel trailer. Once you've saved up for your travel trailer, I want you to go spend a couple nights on your land, see what it feels like to be in the midst of nothingness and silence. Watch how clear your thoughts become. When I had the opportunity to go to New Mexico to help that lady, I'm telling you, at night, I had never seen so many stars in the sky because the truth is, in order to pull on our money, they put a show in our face. That's why we got light pollution because they're trying to attract us to the light like flies and mosquitoes and shit. Like, no, bro, we need to start building our own, and building our own is not illegal. It's not illegal. Everybody want to fight the man. The only way to destroy the man is to play the same game the man is playing. And if we all stand up, what the hell they gonna do? What the hell can they really do? And your land is protected by you. That means when anybody walk on your land with that bullshit, you punch them right in their fucking mouth. Do you know where you at? I own this. And you're not gonna move me off this. You're not gonna trick me to move me off this. You're not gonna offer me something better than I can create on this plot of land. You need your own. We need our own. Fuck it. I can only speak for myself. I need my own. I need my own. I'm tired of talking to people on the phone about money ideas and how they want to make money doing this, that, and the fourth, and how they want to start businesses. I'm tired of talking about stability. I'm a foundations type of person, a four type of person. I'm a foundation type of person. And I think that it's important to have a strong foundation to build from. A lot of y'all have ideas for your business, but you don't have the capital to do so. So can you imagine in 6 months' time, you save up the money to move your family off the grid? Now it's all money in, no money out. Even if you got to drive an hour every day to get to work or an hour and a half, so be it. So be it. Y'all looking for convenience, but this is the true convenience. This means that when you get off work at night, you're not surrounded by a bunch of people that hate their jobs also. You building up something and you building a brand. And I think the aesthetic is beautiful to have your own space to create in. A lot of your children get on your nerves because they make noise, but they're supposed to make noise. The reason that they gets on your nerves is because you think it's getting on everybody else's nerves. But when you live off the grid, they noise ain't bothering nobody because ain't nobody around. Real talk. Real shit. We gotta do something. We gotta do something. And if ain't nobody else gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Because if I've been to other countries, and I have, before I came to Texas, I was in Mexico. I was in Mexico. I've been to other countries. I've moved off the grid. Because anywhere that's not America or where you were born at is off the grid. Because your grid is a set of programs, luxuries, and shit like that that make you comfortable. I was uncomfortable in Mexico because it wasn't like America. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Las Vegas. I was uncomfortable in Costa Rica because it wasn't like Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? If I can go to another country and try to create a life and live a life and stay out there for at least 6 months, and I can do the same shit off the grid with better resources. Y'all swear me down. You got to be off the grid in the travel. Which I told y'all, bro. These container homes is bussing. The reason that they bussing is because they need to get rid of containers. When you start purchasing things that people need to get rid of, the price is desperate. It's a desperate kind of low. We need to get rid of it. There are millions of shipping containers in the world that can be used. Do you know how many shipping containers you can stack? You know how big of a house you can have with all them goddamn shipping containers? Come on, bro. Said I got my half in the works. God being, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. I don't want to be the kind of person that the kind of spiritualist in the world that encourages people to be great but don't lend a hand to their greatness. I know encouragement is great. These classes are going to be amazing. Watch, I'm going to blow y'all shit with the conscious knowledge that I have. But I want to be able to walk up. You know how y'all see Oprah? She give away a car. She give away a house. Mr. Beast is also a YouTuber. He give away houses, cars, money, all that shit. I'm trying to give away plots of land. I'm trying to give people what they thought was once impossible. I think the greatest gift I can ever give to you is a chance at stability. The best thing that I can give you is some stability. Because you never know what you can create when all the noise from the shit that's demanded of you in your life is silenced. When that shit is shut down, you become a whole nother person. Pistachio, this guy, become another person. Become another person. You become who you truly were supposed to be. Everybody's like, well, let's raise the frequency of Gaia, and I'm here to ascend. Ascension is not only a process that pushes you through higher levels of the spirit realm, it should also push you through higher levels in the physical, which means grabbing your freedom while you still can. And the reason why I say it like that is because the government been on to the people buying land everywhere. That's why the prices are going up. But you need to grab it while you can. The government, what they call BLM, is protected land, government protected land. The truth is, it's the best quality land out there, and they're just trying to make sure your ass don't move on it. But if we move around it, and move close to it. Eventually, they got to give that up because our resources are going to be beneficial for the country as a whole. So we don't have to wait on food from across the sea somewhere in another continent. We ain't gotta wait on that when there's like back at the docking bay it's backed up. Can't no ships get in here to give. Come on, bro. The planes think you COVID is fucking every. Come on, bro. We gotta get away from all these excuses that's draining our resources. So we got to become our own resources. For those of you with green thumbs, stop thinking about growing on a small level. Think about growing on a big level. Not only that, creating more soil, because that's what's running out. Soil, because they found out it was a market for it. So now soil is created. Soil can be created because if you have a compost pile, it creates soil. But soil, it's like it's big business now. They sell soil. Everything is for sale, but ain't none of us buying it. Land is for sale. Like Ye said, like Kanye said, the earth is for sale, bro. The earth is for sale. And that was the biggest thing that he ever said that like I couldn't do nothing but agree with. The earth is for sale, bro. And either you gonna get your peace or you gonna shut up about not having peace. There can be no more excuses of why we don't have what we need. I keep telling y'all, you ain't gotta live off the grid all raunchy and shit. You ain't gotta live nasty and hillbilly like. Yep, we buy water. Exactly. Okay, fine, fine, fine. If we gotta pay for it, why not have our own? People always like, shop local, shop local. Let's think a little bigger than that. I would love to see the difference in how water tastes from the different aquifers all over the United States. What does the water in Florida taste like from the aquifer? If there is an aquifer under that plot of land that you buy. Like, what does that water taste like? The quality of water is on us. If it's for sale, then we can sell water too. In Nevada, you can legally pump. What is it? 100 gallons? No, I think Is it? No, it's 1,000 gallons. It's 1,000 gallons of water a day. 1,000 gallons times $1.25 per gallon. You do the math. Because believe it or not, we're not running out of water. That shit is a lie, bro. We're not running out of water. What we're running out of is the ability to get water. It's the ability to get water. We ain't running out of water. They make everything seem scarce so we don't try to move on it. But how can we know for sure unless we walking in that? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, y'all. So when y'all see me out here absolutely shitting on them on social media, don't be surprised. Don't call me arrogant. Don't say it's my ego. Don't say none of that shit. Just know I got a plan and I can no longer take a break on it anymore because it's calling so loud that it's starting to bug the living fuck out of me. It's starting to wake me up in the middle of the night. I'm starting to wake up in tears because I know this is not where I want to be. I know where I want to be and I know how to get there. And I've had the money to do it 10 times over. But I was thinking with the mindset, let me be stable in the system because I was thinking about convenience. Well, I can't get to the corner store as quick as you don't need to go to the corner store as much as you. Well, I can't get to the grocery store every day. Well, you need to start planning your family's meal. Your children don't even need to eat that fucking much. They don't even eat that fucking much. They don't need to. They don't need all them damn juices, Capri Suns, high seas, and shit like that. They don't need that. They don't need that, bro. You need that to try to validate yourself as a parent. This is where you start. Because I'm telling y'all, if you want to move off the grid, you got to start living like you off the grid where you at right now. Do you need as much shit as you have right now? I'm not saying you got to get rid of your couches, your dressers, your bookshelves, your TVs, all that kind of shit. I'm saying all the things that you buy extra that rot in your fridge. Do you really need all of that? And if you do, then bring it to the off-grid party. Fuck it. Fuck it. If that's how you live, then bring it to the off-grid party. But what I'm saying is you got to plan on changing your life in order to change your life. And then one day you just wake up and you say, I'm ready to make the leap. I'm ready to do my thing. You know, like I know a lot of beings think I'm going to get a plot of land in some tropical paradise somewhere. But you were born on this soil for a reason. If you're supposed to be in Jamaica, you would be born in Jamaica. You would have been born there. Facts. Facts. You would have been born in Jamaica. And ain't nothing wrong with you having a plot of land there. But there's something that's always going to call you back to where you were born because you were meant to build a solid foundation on the soil you were born on also. Telling you. And there are tropical areas of the United States too. They look like paradise. We just don't see them because it's covered up by big business. And to land, you know what I mean? So I just want y'all to think about that. And I was supposed to just go live and test this out on YouTube and see how it was bussing. You know what I'm saying? But I just went ahead and went in. Y'all know how I get down, man. But just know the change is here. The change is here. I'm not waiting on no cosmic event. I'm not waiting on no gods. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm not waiting on none of that. I don't ask. I declare, and then I walk on. And I imagine that if the spirits that are assisting me with my needs don't have to assist me with that, I wonder what else they could assist me with. You know what I'm saying? That's it, bro. We got to do this, and I wanted to do this live just to test it. But I hope that every word that I've spoken to you and those that resonated with you, I hope it inspired you. I hope it inspires you. I hope you start thinking more about a plan to be stable forever versus just being stable temporarily. Because yeah, you can get your tax check and you can pay your rent up for 2-3 months, and that'll get rid of that bill. But you still got your car note, you still got insurance, you still got utilities. Your children still fucking up everything in your house. They eating up all your food. They can't keep their clothes clean or together to save their life. So you got more expenses than you need to have. You got cell phone bills, internet bills. You got the little bills on your phone. You know what I'm talking about? All this little shit that you paying Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. You paying all of this shit. Like I think it's time that we took that risk, because it's not a risk, it's a guaranteed stable life. When you buy a plot of land, I don't give a fuck if the society crashed right now. What y'all gonna do? If society crashed right now, what you gonna do? They've been threatening to crash for so long. I think that's a nudge at what the hell you gonna do. What you gonna do? We should not care about their economy if we have our own economy. If there's free trade among us, you got the best strawberries on the block. You got the best grapes on the block, watermelons, papayas. You got the best shit on the block, mangoes. You got the best veggies on the block, carrots, cabbage. You got the best shit on the block, the yams, nigga. Like you got the best shit on the block. Like that's when other people have to come to you for said resources. Once you own the resources, your money is through the roof. I'm talking about millionaire overnight. I know everything shouldn't be about a product, but we got to stop shying away from money like it's not a resource that's going to help you get to where you're trying to get to. I'm telling you, it's there. It's there. I've been begging for investors for years. Mm, 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 mm. Done begging. Done begging. Done begging. If somebody wanted to invest in me, they would have. If somebody wanted to say, here's a plot of land, I ain't using it, they would have. They would have. They would have years ago. But the truth is, people hate to invest things that they're afraid of doing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, off the grid. Off the grid. I remember when I told my family in Vegas about that shit. Like one day I'm gonna own a plot of land off the grid. I'm gonna build my own house. It was such a small idea then, but it was still major. Said I'm gonna have my own house. I'm gonna farm, grow my own food, have my own water, have my own power. You know, the solar panel system. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have all that shit. And they were like, "Well, that's crazy." No, I don't think that that's a good idea, and anything could happen to you out there, bro. I'm black, melanated, Africoy. Anything can happen to me anywhere. I can decide to walk outside my front door right now and somebody just happens to hate black people today and get my head blown the fuck off. I'd like to take my chances off the grid. I ain't worried about no rattlesnakes. I ain't worried about no scorpions. They got shit for that. And they got herbal remedies for that too, to keep them away from your house. Also, living one with nature also means being at peace with its creatures and its critters. Since y'all want to live it and be at peace with nature, come on, bro. I don't have those kind of worries. My only issue is having to pay rent in a spot that I don't own, that I can't own. This apartment ain't rent to own. My lease is up in August. And before August hit, they're going to be asking, are you going to resign your lease? They want to know if they're going to still have my money for another 12 months. My immediate answer is no. My immediate answer is hell no. Hell no, you gotta be crazy. I came up in the struggle, bro. Tired of that shit. The only way to break that generational curse is to do something that my generation never did. Because the truth is, if land was something that my people was on, then we'd still have land today. I have family all over Texas. I heard we have land all over Texas. You think then nobody called me? Hey, we have this land. That's because it don't look like an asset to them. That shit is an asset. Even if you never lived on it, if you grow a crop on that land that's in demand and the stores are having a shortage on product, your shit going in the store. Now you into, come on, bro. Y'all see the big business. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it's supposed to be. Y'all see what it's gonna be, bro. So don't act like you don't know what it is. Just know that when I come harder, when I go harder, when y'all see me online flexing and talking my shit, just know it's for a purpose, man. Just know it's for a purpose. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. I ain't trying to offend nobody, but I ain't finna let nobody be in my way either. I will truck your ass. It's truck season. It's truck season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be free. And I want you to be free. I want you to have the life you never thought you could have. I want you to start living in the impossible so everything becomes possible. All right. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in to this short live. And well, it wasn't short, it's about an hour. But thank y'all for tuning in to this live. Thank y'all for participating. I love y'all so much. There's more to come from me. And I hope these mantras that I'm about to put out float around on YouTube like it did on TikTok. Get this thing up. Because the more funding we have, the more incredible things that we can do, bro. I'm telling you. The more funding we have, and I think I need to raise the funds because there are beings that watch me, that support me, that love me. There are beings who worship me, bro, that are ready to put in that groundwork. And I want to be able to hand them the resources to be able to do so. Because I'm gonna be on go. I'm gonna be working. Like I want people to be able. I want to be able to call the people that love me and that want to build with me. I want to be able to call them and be like, "Yo, how's that building going? How's the development going over there? What have you developed thus far?" Like we got a couple houses up and we got the well dug out and you know what I'm saying? We got the solar panels all set up. We got it all set up, ready to go. Boom. And some of them plots of land for the people who trying to test it, living off grid. Oh, Airbnb style. Money, money, money. All right. Let's get to work, man. I love you so much. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening and be on the lookout for so much from me. It's on and cracking. Let's get to the bag. But most importantly, let's get to our peace. Let's get to our solitude. Let's get to our sovereignty. Mwah.